And welcome in today's Blockrevision channel. In today's trade idea section, I'll be talking about Zynga stock. Zynga is a company that has been a leading developer of a world's popular social games that are played by millions people around the world each day. So it's a stock that I've been told about back in August when I have said that right there at $8, there was a very good possibility to get about 15% on a trade to the upside, and that exactly has happened. Right now we are in a quite important spot in terms of this company, but I'd like to firstly testify that this exactly recording that I make has been recorded on 21st of October, so some of the data that appear right here might not be updated, so you need to take notice on that. However, I'd like to make a longer time frame assumptions regarding that stock, so it's supposed to be useful, even if some of the crash or some of the very euphoric phase of the market will get through in the next 2 or 3 days. So let's get into this. Okay, so let's get through some recent publications on main media regarding Zynga. So right now Zynga is so the players of games made on Zynga right now are looking forward the publication that will occur on 4th of November, where new highly anticipated production will be finally hitting the market. Farmville 3, there is something that will push an interest in Zynga games and possibly will increase its bookings, annual bookings, as expected by analysts. Also, Zynga stock is taking over some of important players on a mobile games market. We can find that Zynga completes 525 million bucks acquisitions of mobile games developer Starlark. That was one that helped Zynga to get to a Chinese market, and right now as a combined team Zynga is well positioned to grow faster together, as developers are claiming. In terms of interest in Zynga stock by hedge funds, we can find that since recent, when this article has been published on the 4th of October, in 49 hedge funds portfolios at the end of the second quarter of 2021, Zynga had taken place. However, the number of bullish hedge fund positions in the recent month increased by 2. So it's not very high interest regarding an all-time high when it was 59, but it's something that makes the company still on the one of the most interesting bets by hedge funds in 2021. Let's have a look at valuation of a company. Right now, revenue and gross profit is thriving despite its recent price downturn, so it's something optimistic in terms of EBITDA and EBITDA growth. We can find that EBITDA is increasing, however EBITDA growth year over year not maybe at the highest pace as it was higher in 2019, but it's something also that is not very bad. Right now PE ratio hasn't been registered by Guru Focus. Let's have a look at EPS, so earnings per share right now is in a positive territory, so it's something that helping the company to stay on the surface of profitability. Price to free cash flow is at 29 point, with a free cash flow increasing right after this slump in the beginning of 2021. So that's something that is quite optimistic. We are getting back to this uptrend of free cash flow to be increased, so that's important for the next brave moves out of Zynga, if that may happen. Shares outstanding is quite stable, so we shouldn't take care about this one. And let's have a look at summarization. In profitability rank we are still lagging, however versus history the company is still on a good way to move up. Cash to debt situation is something that definitely is quite worrisome, but hopefully it may improve in the next months as new publications of Zynga will take place in the market. Debt to EBITDA is also worrisome. We can find that debt right now is something that need to worry investors, long-term investors. So in terms of Zynga, I would rather find medium-term or short-term bets rather than the long-term, because that amount of debt is something that is definitely uneasy to tackle. Okay, but let's have a look at forward projections. Earnings per share for next year is about to be propelled to 30% about levels, and sales to 60%. So the future for Zynga might get better. Let's have a look at some tip ranks made by Wall Street analysts. So nearly all of analysts, there were 12 of them, are betting that Zynga will be traded much higher than it's right now, with an average of 11.6 in the next year. So I would like to end up this section of with this tweet. Zynga, I still believe that this will run. Tons of calls were bought last week without a meaningful change in price yet. Earnings on 11.8, and there is a gap to fill at about $9. So let's have a look. Right now on the daily chart, definitely there is a gap to be filled. So Zynga stock might have its run ahead to 9.6, and we are right now breaking out of this descending wedge that normally in technical charts means that we are right now reverting a trend. There is also very important resistance that right now is being used as a support that will favor the pivotal moment on this stock. On a weekly chart, right now we are also hitting a 200 exponential moving average that should send us higher, at least to this 100 exponential moving average. So there is a very interesting chart and also a stock head, and there might be a very good bet to the upside. So if you'd like to make a trading board and to set it right here, that will be somewhere right around this one, so it's a possibly a good entrance to have its place at 7.5 with a target of $9 and with a possible stop loss right around 7.5. The possible target may also been switched to even 9.6 if we hit the first target. So yeah, area of an entrance, I would bet to be right like this one. So I would bet 7.4 as a bottom, and as a roof I would claim it's 7.8. If the price will exceed any of those limits, I will find this proposition of a trade as valid, and I would wait for another proposition somewhere else, or somewhere here, but in the other situation. So that's it for today's episode. If you have any questions, just put it in the comment section below, and remember about subscribing the channel if you find the content informative, and also hit the like button. Thank you very much.